Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how I transformed this outdated chest of drawers into an on-trend modern piece. After removing all the hardware and the drawers from the unit, it was time to start the cleaning process. Using a heavy-duty degreaser cleaner and a cloth, I wiped over all surfaces of the unit inside and out, ensuring all surfaces were thoroughly clean, followed by a final vacuum of the unit. Normally my process would be to vacuum, then wipe, and then do a final vacuum. But on this day, my 5-year-old wanted to help out with the camera work, so I thought I would make it a bit more easier for us if I wiped first, then vacuumed. For this piece, I decided to do a two-tone effect. So to begin, I started with a 60 grit sandpaper, going over half of the unit, followed by an 80, 120, and going down in grits, all the way down to a 400 grit to achieve a smooth surface. With the two-tone design that I'll be achieving, I've just measured the height of the drawers and then halved it, and I'm just marking the halfway mark on that second drawer down. I repeated the process on both sides as well. That way I was able to determine how far I had to sand down to. After I have completed sanding the entire piece, which included doing a scuff sand on the lower part of the unit, I'm just using a slightly damp cloth and a dust brush to wipe off any loose particles from the sanding process. Next up, I'm mixing the paint wash, which I'll be applying to the top and the top half of the chest of drawers unit. Now, unfortunately on this day, I did not measure out the ratios of the two paint colours that I used mixed in with the water. Yeah, that's probably one of my flaws. I'm just renowned for just eyeballing it. But never mind, we all have our flaws. As you can see, I am applying the paint wash to the unit now. Now with this piece, I done 2 coats of the paint wash just to give
that nice creamy ash look that I was looking for in this design of the piece. And with the two paint colours, I'll actually insert the two colours I used. The colour that I chose for this piece was the colour Highland Green. This paint actually has primer included in it, so there's no need to prime the piece first, which is actually quite convenient. This paint has great coverage, so I was only having to do 2 coats of this paint. I'm just removing the existing painter's tape, followed by giving it a quick wipe over with a wet wipe, just to remove any dust or anything that may have fallen onto the unit after we had moved it inside, followed by measuring out the area which needs to be retaped so I can add the next colour. Here I'm just applying a clear lacquer. This will help give a nice crisp straight line in the transition of the two colours. painting everything, I allow the unit to dry for 24 hours. To seal the paint, I would normally use poly, but on this day I had actually realised I had run out and it was a bit of a drive to go down to the hardware store to pick more up, but I knew I had some kitchen wax and sealant on hand, which does an amazing job as well. To start off with, I do a thick first coat, letting it sit for about 15 minutes to absorb into the piece. After that, I get a clean cloth and I wipe over the pieces, doing a buffing motion to really work that wax in, followed by a second and third coat of the wax.